Relentless heavy rainfall over the past week has pushed several western Venezuelan states into full-scale emergency mode. At the epicenter is Mérida state, where more than 270 families have been displaced after devastating floods swept through towns, washed out roads, and destroyed bridges. According to Venezuela's National Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology, the disaster was triggered by a collision between tropical wave number 9 and the intertropical convergence zone, resulting in extreme rainfall, over 300% higher than the seasonal average in some areas. The worst-hit states include Mérida, Trujillo, Barinas, and parts of Táchira, while others like Zulia, Amazonas, Delta Amacuro, and Portuguesa are now under close watch. And Mérida, the floods triggered landslides and flash floods across rural mountain regions. In San Isidro Apartaderos district, a stream overflowed early on June 25th, flooding the main road and isolating more than 100 households. A landslide in the Paramo Mesitas area altered a river's course and demolished the only pedestrian bridge linking two sides of the valley. Cities like Cardenal Quintero and Miranda reported total transportation paralysis after major roads were buried under water and debris. The central market area in Miranda was completely flooded, cutting off access to food supplies and critical infrastructure. Luis Lobo Ciboli, director of Mérida Civil Protection Agency, described the situation as a total structural collapse, affecting both infrastructure and emergency response capacity. Entire communities, El Potrerito, El Caney, El Vao, and Las Tapias are unreachable. Villages like Cruz Chiquita and La Venda remain cut off due to floodwaters from narrow mountain channels, making access impossible. In Timotes, the Motatan River completely destroyed the bridge connecting the farming communities of Macur and Piedragorda. This bridge was their only link to the outside world. Without aid, residents were forced to evacuate on their own using personal vehicles. In Pedregal, Rangel municipality, swollen creeks carried concrete debris, fallen trees, and mudslides that blocked the main roads. Heavy machinery was dispatched, but severe weather quickly stalled rescue operations. Emergency crews struggled against continuous rain, visibility near zero, and inaccessible terrain. In neighboring Trujillo state, Governor Gerardo Marquez confirmed severe damage in Bocono and Campo Elias. Entire crops were lost, particularly strawberry farms, the region's economic backbone. Farmlands were submerged, irrigation systems destroyed, and supply chains disrupted. A state of emergency was officially declared in Trujillo on June 24th. Areas like Cabimbu reported catastrophic losses. Hundreds of small farmers now face economic ruin, while food insecurity looms large for the broader region.
Collapse.
In neighboring Trujillo state, Governor Gerardo Marquez confirmed severe damage in Bocono and Campo Elias. Entire crops were lost, particularly strawberry farms, the region's economic backbone. Farmlands were submerged, irrigation systems destroyed, and supply chains disrupted. A state of emergency was officially declared in Trujillo on June 24th. Areas like Cabimbu reported catastrophic losses. Hundreds of small farmers now face economic ruin, while food insecurity looms large for the broader region.
In Barinas, especially near the Mérida border, Highway 101, a vital transit artery, collapsed after floodwaters overran its surface. The Ministry of Transportation confirmed the road is now impassable. Emergency crews and military engineers were deployed, but ongoing storms have made repairs difficult and dangerous.
In downtown Mérida, the Chama River overflowed, flooding the Tabay lowlands and causing riverbank erosion. The Mucuy region in Santos Marquina lost all electricity as floodwaters damaged the power grid. Residents were left in darkness and without communication for over 36 hours. In Cumbe, Valera City, the Andes hydroelectric dam was overwhelmed by sediment and debris. Its filtration and power systems shut down, cutting water and electricity to more than 50,000 residents in Valera and Carabajal.
In response, the Venezuelan government activated nationwide emergency protocols. President Nicolás Maduro ordered the formation of the Andes 2025 Task Force, a special unit combining military, civil protection, and health services to lead rescue, relief, and infrastructure recovery efforts. International organizations including the Red Cross, IFRC, and the European Commission's ECHO have placed Venezuela on high-alert humanitarian lists. Damage assessment teams are on the ground, and urgent appeals for food, medicine, and shelter support are underway. According to INALNA's latest forecast, the extreme weather pattern may continue for several more days. Other states at risk include Anzoátegui, Lara, Portuguesa, Guárico, Sucre, and Delta Amacuro. Updated red alert maps have been released urging rural and mountain communities to prepare for potential evacuations. This flood is not just a natural disaster. It is a blunt reminder of how vulnerable Venezuela has become in the face of climate change. The country's decaying infrastructure, limited early warning systems, and fragile response capabilities have left millions exposed. As rain continues to fall, thousands of citizens across the western states are now living in shelters, struggling to recover, or on the move with nowhere to go. The question is no longer if this could happen again, but where next, and whether the next city in the flood's path will be ready.